Hey guys, Megadude454 here, your friendly Let's Player, and welcome back to Let's Play Oddworld Abe's Exoddus. So in the last part we went through the majority of Necrum mines. Well, majority if you count one secret, which has like 5% of the Mudokons. And in this part, we're gonna keep going further. First go up this little lift. I'm not really sure what its official name is. And over here, this thing will teach you how to quick save. I already taught you how to do that. It also teaches you about memory card save, which if you don't know, that can also be accessed by the pause menu. And, well, now we just gotta keep rescuing Mudokons, essentially. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself, but alright. So, I already have one failed recording, and up there was a slig that ran right on by. He woke up, and, well, guess what? We gotta sneak by him. So how do you do that? Well, certainly not by doing this, like these idiots are doing. That'll just wake him up. So slap him silly, and go ahead. And if you hold R2 and you sneak, any Mudokon following you will do the same. That's always how it's gonna be. Well, how in heck would you sleep through that racket? I mean, come on, that's squeaking. And that's squeaking for a wooden floor, not a metal. Anyway. Go ahead and get these Mudokons to work. I was about to do that. Work with them and you can open the doors. Simple as that. Cool. And that's how you get down here. It's not really a secret, but I guess if you didn't know how to do it, yeah, you wouldn't be able to save these Mudokons. But over here, as you can clearly see, you can get down to the lower level without doing that. But, well, it's better to get them all. And now, in my failed recording, I talked about lowering yourself down on a ledge, and I quick saved and quickly showed you why. You can fall off and die. You do take fall damage. Not necessarily like this. You don't take fall damage from that. In fact, Abe's health meter is how high his pitch goes. If his pitch is really high, that means he's about to die. If it's like this, normal, well then, he's fine. And now becomes, this is really important, and I really don't know how these sligs don't see you, but you have to use the shadows to your advantage. You're not always going to be on a screen where you can just simply sneak by a sleeping slig. There's going to be these screens where there are shadows, and you have to sneak by without the slig noticing you. Otherwise, you're kind of screwed sideways. And if you wanted to, you could actually get this Mudokon, but, well, for the fact that I want to get them all out in one shot instead of having to backtrack all the time, I'm going to leave him and wait until I clear out the area of sligs. And this is my least favorite thing in the game, mines. Well, actually, they're like my least favorite and my favorite thing, because you make enemies run into them and blow up. These specific mines suck. You can defuse them, but as you can see, how to do it. Well, when it flashes green like that, you press square while crouched down. And to reactivate it, you just press square again. If you press square when it's red, it blows up. If you walk on it, it blows up. Once deactivated, if you walk on it, you're fine. So we want to deactivate this to save this Mudokon. Simple as that. Like this. Now I know I said that's my least favorite thing in the world, but if you wake up a bunch of sligs and they're onto you, and you see a bunch of mines ahead of you, how are you going to get by it and defuse them all? That's my question. It's either live or die kind of situation. That's really it. I don't like mines for that one reason. If you're running from a slig or any other kind of enemy, and you have to jump over a series of them, oh, that's tricky. Now, defusing them's, like, out of the question when running. Okay, see those brew bottles? You'd think that if you can sneak by that slig, there's an easy secret back there. Well, there is, but let's just say we need them. So, this is yet to be explained, but if you hold the chant button when there's an enemy nearby and there's nothing that's floating around that blinks red, like those little things you've been seeing for a while, if you chant while there's an enemy, specifically certain enemies, you can possess them. This is neat. You could do this in the first game, although at what point, I don't know. I've never played it. And we need this Slig to go ahead and clear out this area. Oh, and of course, if you feel like screwing around, you can go ahead and tell him to do everything Abe can practically do. Except work. And you can't tell him to make Mudokons work or all of you or anything. I don't... No. You can't make him say all of you. Oh. And you can shoot his gun. Of course, don't shoot at Mudokons. We're trying to save the things. And something in my failed recording I didn't talk about is if you press X, you can beat a Mudokon to death. So I guess if you really want your Slig to look legitimate, you could go ahead and beat something to death. But that's not me. But anyway, we want to save this Mudokon, and that's the big floating thing that blinks red every so often that I was talking about. So we want to save this Mudokon, but we can't do that safely. So we have to kill this Slig. And there. That's all you gotta do. Oh, and to aim down into the foreground while you're in the background, just hold down and press the shoot button, which is circle, typically. And there you go. Now, of course, that bomb Slig back in that secret area, they obviously cannot aim into the foreground. That'd be kind of dumb from the background to the foreground. That just wouldn't work. But anyway, now, keep a lookout for falling rocks. That can tell you where you can climb up and whatnot. It can also tell you where you can drop down. If you don't see any falling rocks, just try down anyway. Now I've run out of things to talk about. Let's just save these Mudokons. What I can say is, in this area, there's practically always going to be 5 Mudokons that you cannot save. For now, at least. You can save them later, but just not now. That's really all I can say, and those 5 are Abe's friends. I guess Abe is no longer considered an employee, because he already broke the rules by saving 99 Mudokons before, so being an employee, and the thing always saying 1 when Abe is in the area would kind of be counterproductive. So that'd say, like, you have to rescue yourself to make the 100%. If you die too many times, you no longer count towards the percentage. That'd just be really dumb. So, like, if I die 10 times or something, and then I can no longer save myself, that'd be hell. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to talk about the wells. As it says, you just press up on the D-pad and you can jump in. But only if you're standing in front of it. That's how every well works. And if it looks like a well, press up, just in case. Anyway, we have 24 escapees. That meant there was 31 originally in this tunnel. Anyway, let's go ahead and save these other 2 Mudokons. Let this guy get high on laughing gas. God. It's funny, because if you say follow me to a hyper Mudokon like this, they jump, laugh, and then take a step forward. So I guess, and just not to be mean to the tribe, I'm going to slap them silly so that way they're not hyper again. So I guess if you needed them to tactically hide with you, you could say follow me real quick and hope the Slig doesn't see you, and they can hide in the shadows while you hold still and slap them. So in a way that's helpful, and in another way it's counterproductive. Because again, you make noise when you do this stuff. And let me just check my timer real quick. Okay, we've been at this for 8 minutes. My recording program is so confusing because I'm used to looking at the timer, like, it's right there. Well, nuts. Crap. You guys are gonna have to give me a second. Because, yeah, I quick saved all the way back here, and those Mudokons were not saved back here. So, yeah. I guess that's one bad thing about quick save, is that when you quick save to a specific point, you have to do it all over again. So, you guys give me a sec while I do this. So, see you guys in a sec. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so stupidly interrupted by my stupidity, well, now I don't remember, but I guess, well, there are 5 Mudokons in this area you can't rescue yet, but But, as I'm saying, they're over here. But you can't rescue them now. There are no nearby bird portals. Which kind of sucks. Oh, and sneak up here. You wake that Slig up down there. I'm not really sure if he stays awake or not. Because he's really a Slig you have to sneak by twice, so I'd assume he'd stay awake. Actually. I'm just gonna experiment. I'm probably gonna die. Running! Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Sounds like I'm saying bang, bang, bang. Well, that's where his gun went. Anyway. No, there's nothing there. It looks like a doorway. It legitimately does. It looks like a door. But anyway. As you can see, we can climb up here, so let's do that. Wow! It's our 5 friends. They've been sitting up here the whole time. Come on, you morons. You should have followed me down. Anyway, the fastest way to get them across is just hop to that. Then, fall down with them. As you can see, none of them die, so perfectly safe. If they don't walk off, you can always... Stupid dog. Anyway, if they don't fall off, you can always just do this. Shut up. Yeah, that's the fastest way to get them down. But anyway, now for the loudest sneaking ever. I don't know if you turned up your volume to hear that, but seriously, how could you sleep through 6 people sneaking through a squeaky floor which is made out of stone? I couldn't. I seriously couldn't. Anyway, go ahead and say work, and work with them, and you're out of Tunnel 1. Don't think it's over yet.
Don't think that. Why not? Because, if booze made by gluttons, it's probably bad for you. What? I hear you. Look, Abe, we came all this way just to help you. Well, look, it's not unreasonable, but we're just a little bit thirsty. Now, we could do it. In case you didn't notice, we just walked across a desert. So back off, stitch lips. But no. I tried to stop them, but they drank the brew anyway. Lots of them. Then they got all sick looking, but they still wanted more. That's when I figured this whole thing out. Brew was made from our bones. This is bad. What do I do now? What do you do? Oh, we lost out here. Okay, follow me. Okay. But... I forgot he was blind. Help me rescue the rest of them. I can't believe it. That's him. It's that Abe guy. Promotion. Here I come. Freeze.
My thoughts on the cutscene. Abe, your friends aren't really friends. They didn't even listen to you. Abe? Well, that's one less Moodocking to worry about, so there's the bright side. And Abe, do not break the 4th wall ever again. Oh, that Slig did too, kind of, but not in such a, you know, so right there way. But anyway, we are out of time, so this is the 2nd tunnel of Necro Mine, so please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next part. So until then.